welcome to Glory Fights. We are back again. So yesterday I made a video about, I think I titled it Keys to Success in Relationships and Marriages, and that's based on, I based that on biblical standards, Christian standards, which congratulations to Justin Gaethje, my favorite UFC fighter. He had a big fight against Paddy Pimblett over the weekend. Big deal to me because he's my favorite fighter, and he's a warrior, man, and that's why he's my favorite fighter. He has not won the championship in the UFC. He did come from one championship, and he did hold the title over there. Probably, I think he's won more bonuses than anybody. He is called the Highlight, Justin Gaethje. But I want to go more into the about relationships, because to expound on that, you know, in that video I did mention that I mentioned how, so when I said the keys to success, the most successful relationships I've ever seen in my life, which has only been a couple. And when I say that, one of them is my son and his wife. Another couple I know, my other son and his fiance. They've been together pretty long. They have a good relationship. Theirs isn't. I don't think my oldest son. I don't think his is absolutely biblical. They don't go by them standards. But for me, seeing it, the happiest, my son and his wife, it's the most impressive relationship I've ever seen. And I watched it go from very different, from very dark to light. That was a beautiful transformation to see. And for people, the naysayers, that are like, there's so many people, women and men, that have lost their way and don't live by these biblical standards. And there's so many people that are turned off by, like, oh, for example, the big thing that, you know, that I know mostly is, I'm going to go a little deeper into it. So for a man, biblically, he is called to lead his family. The woman, submit yourself to your husband as he is submitted to Christ. So the man, he has all these duties to fulfill, and I don't. I'm not saying that everything has to be perfect. For me, I'll give you, for me, my picture perfect would be, okay, I would like to work, have a business, whatever it might be. I would like to have enough money to provide for my family. And my wife not have to work. Great. And this isn't a transactional thing. This is a simple respect thing. Now me personally, I have grown to learn, if a woman says she loves me but doesn't respect me, it ends there. I won't know. A man, I think, and not any, I think, I've been disrespected a lot. And stayed and fought the battle anyways, thinking I was doing a noble thing, not understanding, you know, because I want the relationship to work, I want whatever it might be, I want the family to work. Hey, I'll lay it down for that, thinking that it's a noble thing. But what I've found is it's very simple. If a woman respects me, honors the things I say, my leading as a husband, that's love enough for me. I don't need you to adore me. If you respect me, honor me in those areas, here, I want to lift you up. I'm just the same way that the Holy Spirit convicts me and tries to, and is there to change me. Here, this is what we need to work on. Let's go in this direction in life. Blah, blah, blah. Let's save money here. Whatever it might be. Here, just the fact that do you respect me enough? Can we talk about a problem and work through it, period? So for me, that respect, a man needs respect first. And so for the woman, this is biblical. So, and where I'm going with it, how beautiful this simple thing is, how easy it works. It makes love easier. It makes a relationship work, and it makes it successful. This is what I have witnessed. The best thing in my life. So, I did say congratulations, Jessica Gage, because I'm gonna tie that in because because it's a thing in life that I'm seeing now at a later in life. We're talking about a two-time interim champion. He's the interim champion right now, which means he is not the champion. Interim means he's next up for the title fight. He's that number 2 position. But we're talking about a man, 37 years old, in the UFC, been through some battles, some wars. Very entertaining. All his fights are entertaining. But he made a statement that I want to get into. I'm going to play it from this other phone. I'm going to play it. And just to reflect on relationships a little bit. Biblical marriage, biblical manhood, biblical wifeliness, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, let's play that. Okay. Let me see in the comments. I want to see who the person is that's making fun of me and saying, look at this idiot that don't know how to do what the professionals do.
Make sure my voice still works. I take away all distractions. I mean, I'm 33 years old. I would love to have a family and love.
I'm going to add to this.
It didn't happen. And I isolate myself. I don't look at messages on Instagram. I don't send messages on Instagram. I don't go out. You would not like my life. No, it'd be boring. I live alone, and sometimes I'm like, hello. Make sure my voice still works. I take away all distractions. I mean, I'm 33 years old. I would love to have a family and love to be married, but it didn't happen. And I isolate myself. I don't look at messages on Instagram.
I'm going to add to that because I listened to the full interview of something that he said. He said, at the end, he said, yeah, I'd love to have a family, a wife. So he said that, and he went on to say he honestly hasn't found a woman. We're talking about a UFC champion who has the money to provide that life that I'm talking about, being the head of the house. Like, you don't have to work, babe. sit there, get ready to have a baby, take care of these kids. I'm going to provide a house, home, beautiful grandparents. I'm going to provide honest, hardworking grandparents. All of that he has to offer. And he, out of his mouth, he said, I would love to have that, but I haven't found a woman that's worth that. So that goes back to, I'm like, dang, man. It sucks that much of society, and I know that independent, there's a lot of things that has played into this, and this where men has lost their role in life. They look for a boss babe or whatever they call themselves, and I've been on both of these spectrums. I'm like, okay, I thought it was okay to have a chick that provides a little bit, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the happiest time in my life, what was supposed to be the happiest time in my life, was the one time in my life where I'm taking care of the bills, blah, blah, blah. I'm doing all that. I felt I'm doing my duty. I'm like, yes. The problem came that I didn't get no respect. I was still, it didn't change anything. I wasn't any more respected. As it was really like I was doing nothing, and that was a big change for me to do that. And like coming from being a dude that was okay with using a chick at one point, entitled, whatever it might be, playing games, cheating. I went from that to being a total different man, and it didn't change nothing. I was still disrespected, and some of it might not even been purposely, but the lack of respect, it just felt like, wow, you just didn't get no credit for being that. It didn't matter. And that built up and caused problems. But the part I'm saying is, that's sad. That was sad for me to. I'm like, this dude has that discipline. He doesn't get distracted. Oh, he went on to say, he's like, I don't care. He said, I don't message. I don't do messages on Instagram. I don't read messages. I don't send messages. He said, I don't care about pussy. I'm like, dang, that's discipline. That's pretty tough, but I know more about him as far as where he came from. He got into fighting. He has his mother, his father. These are very strong things, and he speaks highly of them. And even though like he speaks about violence, he's a little vulgar. His parents modeled a good relationship for him to see. And that was bonded, They modeled. I don't get to hear it, but he does. He says, I pray this, pray, and I, in the Christian world, you can be turned off because somebody says, mother F this or F that, and I, because he does cuss, whatever. But he says, I pray. There's only one person to pray to, man. There's only one God to pray to. The rest of them, they're not. It's not there. But he has that. So despite of what we might think is a flaw, he has that structure from his mom, his dad, his family. Strong bonded family. And he wants that. But he won't sacrifice He's not going to sacrifice for what the world is offering right now. And this goes back, and it sucks that so many, for a man to awaken and have a relationship nowadays, marriage, wife, not just a man. I don't want to. I am a man, so I'm going for men. Yeah, who cares? Okay, women that don't know the truth of what I'm saying about the biblical marriage. Here, women, you want to get it off, you want to go be a boss babe and then seek to take care of a man, you're in trouble. It's not going to work out. It's not good for him. It's not going to be good for the woman. You're not playing your role, and here, biblically, godly, the woman is not playing her role, and the man is not doing his. It's out of alignment. That's what I'm saying. And because of the economy, men working, not being able to cover everything, and the women, either way, these things, if we could look at the structure of this, like, hey man, one thing's for sure, we can both, even if, let's say we're both paying the bills, we should be able to work through problems. We should be able to have a conversation, compromise. Let me give you an example. Me, as a man, I don't want to do dishes. I don't want to clean. I don't want to change a diaper. I would love to be so providing that my wife does all of that. However, because I don't have that, guess what? I do all kinds of things I don't want to do. I do laundry. I do dishes. All stuff that I don't want to do. Here, I have a relationship with my daughter. And the little time I get with her, I don't want to tell her no about nothing. All I want to do is please her. And guess what? I want to treat the woman like that too. I don't tell her no a lot. But where I draw the line is the disrespect. My daughter can have my way. And guess what? When love is in your heart, guess who else? And I'm not, trust me, I know that a lot of this is a problem. Some of it's a problem. I think it's absolutely okay I've learned a lot of psychology, so it hinders and gives me a battle to fight. Like with my daughter, I know I don't want to spoil her. But in the natural, I absolutely would and wouldn't think nothing of her. I want to treat her the way my dad treated me. Let her do anything she wants. And the only time I stand up to her is if she becomes disrespectful or I see something like that. In the natural, that's the father that I would be. And that's like with the woman that I'm spending my life with, walking around the house with, talking to. Hopefully, I want to enjoy being with her. I want to be, I want to be a team. Like the Bible says, let's be a team. Let's make decisions together. Let's, I am good with money. Here, to be in a family, guess what? I'm good with money. I spend money I don't want to spend all the time. I say yes to stuff I don't want to all the time. I bite the bullet all the time. Done it. So, as a man who wants respect, here, you can call it boundaries, call it whatever you want, because guess who don't like being told no? A narcissist, man. But I'm back up a little bit. Where I was going with that, I know I also have a problem with people pleasing to an extent. If I can, I want to please people. I want to say yes. I want to do what I can. I don't want to overextend. And I believe that part of that is probably why I like to isolate. Like just now, I literally been, I started making this video way earlier today. I got interrupted, got asked to do a bunch of stuff, and that's fine. That's my duty. It's okay. I want to. I signed up to be a help, to be a benefit to other people. Is it easy? Is it an easy thing? No, it's not, man. Because me, personally, I am drained by, I get drained by negative things. I get drained by, what is that called? The multitasking stuff. It's not my strong suit. Not just the multitasking. Over-exhilarating, over-exertion. Now I'm not like physically doing something, but just the go, go, go. But, so when I get that opportunity, I am quick to, I need that recharge, that isolation time. I value it. My daughter, when I'm around her, she wants on my shoulders all the time. My back be hurting, and I'm like, but she laughs, and she'll fight me, and here she comes. She's climbing up on the counter, jumping on me, and I'm, in my heart or my mind, I'm like, get off of me. She just smacks me in the face and says, no. Some people be like, you have to be, it's not in my heart, man. I love this little person, and that's it, man. I'm weak in this area. But that's how I want to, and I have that issue. I'm like, that's my real heart. That's my real heart toward my woman, man. I don't need to tell her no. Like, no, I don't want to pay $100 for food all the time. No, I don't. Absolutely not. I don't want to do every dumb thing. I don't want to go to... Guess what? I say yes. Just go, man. Just go. Run it. Run it. Smile. I do that. It's okay, because I want here. I can do that. I want to make this person happy. And guess what I want in return? I want respect. I want you to understand what I'm doing. You know the person, because I'm going to map it out for you. I will, even though I don't want to do that, and I do it with a smile on my face. Don't think. I'm going to break that down for your heart, for your mind to understand. Like, hey, man, this is how I really feel about it. So give me credit in that area. And just remember, it's not transactional. I'm going to give you a psychology. One of the things I've been learning, learned it, but they say everything a narcissist does is transactional. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure. Okay, so when they say it's transactional, they're okay. I say yes to all these things, and I do these things I don't want. Because I love you, want to make you happy. It's my job. I'm a freaking husband. I'm a man. My job is to make my woman, my family happy. Also, lead biblically, be a biblical example. We all have things to work on. Here, that's why I'm able to have a conversation. What is this called? The two-sided conversation. I can receive correction. A woman has a gift to help, to be that help. She does have the gift. Like, let's give you an example. I can do I'm pretty good at painting houses, rooms. I have been aggravated by a woman who's like picky, do this, do that. Guess what? I didn't want to do it her way, but I did, right? And guess what? I did do a better, she pushed me to do a better job. And I learned from that. Awesome. So that's the woman's gift. I'm able to receive that. And not just on just something like that. Let's say, I'm willing to receive from her. Like, no, I don't want you buying me nothing. I don't need you to buy me nothing. Unless I ask you to. You understand? If I ask you to, but other than that, I don't. That's. Yeah. Let's get back to just engaging. So I just thought that was so sad for him to say that, because I know that there's so many. Like, oh, okay. So for me, I'm like, I become that person from learning. I'm like, dang, man, feminism has killed stuff. The independent woman stuff. And then you got the men that are lazy, don't want to work. I've been on both sides, like, you know. But now I get joy out of working. That's biblical, man. It's hard for me mentally to get going, but once I do, I'm like, I'm focused, I'm working, and I love it. That time will go by. I wasn't off doing nothing stupid. And you accomplish something, you know. I do that. I like to do that to accomplish and be able to take care of my family. That's my duty, to bring joy, to bring security. Security is a very important thing. That's where that's why I have the problem with the spending thing. I'm like, and when I say that, I've had I've had my share of wasted money. I waste it differently. Very differently. I wasted on bad things, you know. I've wasted money on drugs. But outside of drugs, I'm pretty sharp with money. I'm like, I care more about the important things of life than pleasures. Now, will I give in to the pleasures? Sure. I like steak, man. You know, I will give in to it. I don't want to do it all the time, but I'll give into it for my family, whatever. Like, sure, let's do that. Oh yes, that sounds like a great idea. No. But I'll get back to Just Engaging, man. For him to say that, and this is just to support, you know, the other video I made, and basically tag on to it. I wanted to bring him up, man, congratulate him. Oh, so that fight he had was against Paddy Pimblett. Big fight, man, and for me it was like him winning a championship, because I was actually scared for him. I didn't want to watch another upsetting fight. And then it opens the door for him to go even farther and actually get that championship before he retires. And he's absolutely a UFC Hall of Fame candidate. Which, yeah. I don't know if there's anything else I want to add. hopefully you get my point about the marriage, and I'm sure when I hang up, it'll be something I should have said. That's the name of the game. I did start this video earlier, as I was saying, and and here I am getting to make it. So that's it, man. 30 minutes of my support, and I encourage anybody that needs to learn, man, or struggling with relationships, marriage. God is the foundation, and especially in marriage, the purpose of marriage is making it right with God. So He has the best, so God has the best idea on how that should be done. Amen.